Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi WordPress tutorial. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, today we're going to do this little section here, this sort of like an old-fashioned marquee, scrolling marquee type text. It's not actually that, but it's just that style. Marquee has actually been depreciated, so it's not around anymore. But we're going to do this with the Divi theme using animation and a little bit of CSS. So follow along and see how easy it is. The Divi theme is just absolutely awesome. If you're building anything in WordPress at all, I do suggest you check it out. And if you want to take it for a test drive, you can do so from my affiliate link below this video. So let's get started. I'm going to go to a page where we've not got this. And I've got my visual builder enabled already on this page. If you hadn't done with the Divi theme, you just enable your visual builder and it allows you to build straight onto the front end, which is a real time saver and makes it very easy. I guess I'll put it between these two sections. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the top of a section here, get the little blue button, click on it, add new section. I'm going to make it a regular section. I'm not going to put in a row. Well, I guess I'll put in a row. I'm going to put in a single column right here. But I want to actually give our row here a colored background. So I'm not going to put a module in right now. I'm going to go up to our row tab, which is the blue one. Blue one is the section. I should say section tab. The green one is the row tab. Dark one there is to add a module. So I want to give our section here a blue background. So I'm clicking on it under the content tab, background, color blue. There we are. Alright, so we've got a section and we've got a single column in our section. Inside that section, I'm just going to put a text module. Let's hit the little plus there. And by default, Divi comes with all these modules as standard, so you can build pretty much anything that you desire. I'm going to add a text module, simply left click. Don't know if you can see that clearly. It's put it in there with some default text. I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to write massive sale shop now. And as you can see, it's put it right there. Or at least I hope you can see it. It's barely visible. I'm going to make this H1 text, heading text, so it's nice and large. Great. What else do I want? I want it to be white in color, so I'm going to go up to the design tab. It's a heading text because we made it H1, so I'm going to H1. You can also just hover over the text itself and a little blue paintbrush circle will pop up. There it is. If you click on it, it'll take you directly to whatever that is that you're hovering over. So I want it to be white. I want it to be in the center. I want it to be a lot bigger than that. And I think I want it to be bold. Okay, so I'm going to go down and make it an awful lot bigger. So let's make it the size we want. Something like that. And I think I want to make that shop now, just those two words, a different color, like a green like that. So what I'm going to do is I'll go back to the content tab, go into the text where we put it. All I'm going to do is highlight the two words that I want to change the color of. See the little A with the line underneath it? It says text color, little arrow just to the right of it. Click on that, left click, choose the color you want. Make it that bright green right there. Yeah, that works for me. Okay, to make this happen, we've got to sort of hide this by pushing it over to the side and making it hidden. So let's start working on that. The first thing we want to do, if I hover over, I hope you can see the black outline there. That's the actual row, and you can see our text is in the center of that row. What I want to do is I want to make the row only as wide as the text that we've got. So to do that, let's go to the row, to the settings. Going to go to design, down to size. It's on percentage at the moment. I really want it on pixels, so I'm going to kind of guess that this is about 1, 2, 3, 4, around about 600 pixels. So I'm going to simply type in 600 px. Yeah, that's too short. As you can see, it's made that now go down. So let's start, say 550 or 650 I should say, because that's too short right there, isn't it? 650, that's about right. Let's hover over it and see. I think that's probably going to do. I can start rolling it down. Yeah, 620 is not going to do it. I'm going to leave it on 650. So we've got a single line there. And if I just save that so it goes away and hover over here, we should be able to see the, there we go. We're only slightly bigger. That's okay, because what we've got to do, we've got to make this row disappear by having overflow hidden and using a bit of margin to push it over to the left or the right if you prefer. Okay, let's go back in here now. Let's go into our text module, and we've got to sort of hide it. We've got to move it so it moves out of our row. We're going to push it over the left. You can push it to the right if you want, but we're going to push it to the left so it disappears when we hide it. So what we're going to do, go into the text module, hit the little cog here. Let's go to our design, spacing, and I want to shift it 100% to the left. So we need to give it a margin of -100%, but not on the top where I put it right there. I put it in the wrong box. I want it 100% on the left to push it that way. I was actually pushing it upwards on the top. I need to put it on the left box. And also we want it to be pushed over 100% from the right. So that's just a plus 100%. There we go. And as you can see, our original row started right there and it goes right here, and it's pushed it all the way over to the left. But that's no good because we can still see it. We don't want to see it when it's over there. It wants to be hidden when we're over there. And to make that happen, what we want to do is, I'll save our little changes here. And I'm going to go into our row right here. As you can see, when I hover over that row, the little box is where it was. It's just outside there now. To make that disappear on the left, I'm going to go into the settings. I'm going to go to Advanced tab, down to Visibility, slide down, Horizontal Overflow, I want it hidden. And also Vertical Overflow, just in case it line breaks, I'm going to have that as hidden as well. And as you can see, it's disappeared now, so let's save that. Great. And you may be thinking, well, I can still see it, but you won't be able to see it once I save and we do everything. So now what I need to do is we want to make this actually move so it scrolls in here. Click our little cog and we'll go to our Design tab. Right at the bottom, let's go to Animation and we'll start making this thing move. I'm going to select Slide, number 3 there. Animation direction, well, we want it to just go from right to left, so let's say left. Okay. Animation delay, I want it to start straight away. Intensity, well, I want that all the way up, 100%. I want it to be very obvious. Starting opacity, well, we want it to be seen all the time, so I want that at 100%. The speed curve, I want it linear. Ease in, ease out means it'll sort of go slowly in, fast, and then slow again. I want it to be the same all the time, so I'm going to say linear. Animation repeat, I want it to constantly do it. I want it to be looped. So there we have it. And the actual time that it takes, animation duration right here, I want it pretty slow. I'm going to give it 10,000 milliseconds, which is actually 10 seconds. You don't have to put the MS on the end because it'll do it for you. I just put 10,000 in there. So that should be doing what we want. Let's just save this, hit the little green check. And we'll save and exit the Visual Builder and see what we've got. Hit the save on the bottom right down there. When it's saved, exit the Visual Builder. Scroll on down to where we were. And there it is. We've got our scrolling marquee style text going on there, which is all very well. That's a nice little sort of ticker tape style headline. But one other thing I'd like to kind of do with it is I'd like people to sort of be able to mouse over it, click on it, and it takes them somewhere, perhaps the sale page or whatever. And the other thing that I'd kind of like to happen is when they mouse over it, it'd be nice if it actually stopped, you know, rather than continuing to go so they can read everything without it moving. So let's go ahead and do that. It's very easy. There's a simple line of CSS we're going to have to add, but it's not difficult at all. So let's enable the Visual Builder again. Go down to where we were. And edit our little module. With the Visual Builder, usually 99% of the time it'll show you everything in real time. Because we're using a bit of CSS here, we've got to save and view it without the builder to see it working. So let's do first things first. We need to go into our text module. So I'm just going to hover over it, hit the little cog. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the Content tab, which is the default opening tab. I'm going to go down to Link. And you can put in your link right here. I'm just going to put a hashtag. That'll take it up to the top of the page. But let's pretend we've got a regular URL to put in there. That'll take them to a sale page. Just copy and paste your link in there and it'll do it. And as it's a link, you know, like I said before, let's have it stop when people hover over it. And to do that, we just need to add a bit of CSS. So let's go to the Advanced tab. Let's go down to Custom CSS. And on the main element, we just need to do it on the hover state, not on the regular when you're not hovering your mouse over it. So put your mouse over the word main element and you'll see these little icons appear. Go ahead and click the arrow icon. And this is there on most of these modules here. It gives you an opportunity to set one state for the regular and one state for when your mouse is hovering over it. I'm going to select the hover state there. And I'm going to put in a bit of CSS. And it's animation. And while I'm doing this, don't bother trying to copy it. I'll put this CSS below the video. You can cut and paste it if you need to. Animation play, and it's the animation play state. And what do we want to happen? So I'll put a colon in there. What do we want to happen? We want it to be paused, semicolon, when the mouse is over. So that should do it. As long as I've spelt everything right there, which it looks correct, that's fine. We can make our saves and everything should work correctly. Hit the little purple button and we'll do another save. Exit the Visual Builder and let's see what we've got. Scroll on down to where we were. A little bit too far there. There we go. Okay, well it's working. Let's put my mouse over it and see if it stops. There we go. That stops when I put my mouse over it. Fine. And as you can see, it's changed to a sort of little hand icon to indicate that there is a link there. And all that will happen when I click on this is it will go to the top of the page because I just put the hashtag in there. Well, let's go ahead and do it. There we go. Simple as that. It's quite an effective little thing to have on your site. It's certainly going to draw people's eyes to it. So there you have it. That's how to add a scrolling ticker tape type title to your website or your Divi theme website. I hope you've enjoyed that and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, share, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're interested in web development, take a look down below. We've got some great free web development courses down there, as well as some premium courses with some huge discounts for our YouTube subscribers, so do check it out. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.